I want to talk with Frank about the benefits of having us assemble a bike for you. This is a Hiboy P7 that somebody's getting for Christmas. They didn't buy it from us, and that's fine. That's no problem. But they did hire us to assemble it for them. And I'm really glad they did after I've talked with Frank and learned some of the stuff that was important. I think the most important is the truing of the brakes that needed to be done. Can you explain that?
Right, the brake rotor right here was a little off, a little bent. And when you first put it on, all you heard was meaning it was hitting the pads. So we broke out the handy dandy truing tool, fixed it up.
Okay, good.
Look, good as new. Works perfect.
Now, you also had an issue with the bent bolt.
I did.
That you had to fix.
I'll show you that one. Hold on a minute. So, on the headset here that holds the handlebar on, this top bolt right here came out and was bent.
Wow.
So you can see it, all bent up.
Yeah, I'm not worried about the scratches as much as the fact that the bolt was bent.
Right, well, I mean, it doesn't happen all the time, but...
Well, what if this boy had gotten this bike for Christmas and just went to ride it?
Well, I mean, there's 3 other bolts. The handlebars could have come loose.
And what about the brake thing? The fact that this had to be true. Well, what would that have done?
Just make a ton of noise and eventually uneven wear the pad. You know, you don't. If you leave it the way it is, it makes a ton of noise. The pad eventually wears out from the spot that it's hitting.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you're never getting good brakes again. It'll jump all over the place because the pads aren't hitting correctly.
Right.
So, you know, that's what you got to do. When you first get it, you got to make sure the pads are lined up perfectly. You got to make sure the rotor's straight.
Yep.
As far as this goes, I had a bolt that worked perfectly in there.
Good.
I mean, these things happen. But
Right.
again, that is why you bring it to us before you get it. I mean, this is the type of stuff that we do.
I never even realized.
Yeah. The God's honest
important that
truth,
was.
if you don't have the extractor set to get this bolt out,
Yeah.
let's say this showed up on your doorstep on Christmas Eve and you wanted to do this, you would have broke this bolt off in the headset. And then you would have been in so much trouble. Because the handlebars would never go on straight. You would have tightened up 3 instead of 1, and then you would have stripped them. Then you're talking about drilling out bolts out of a headset, which is not good.
Will you take this for a test ride?
Yes, I absolutely will make sure it's 100% before it goes back to the owner.
All right.
Okay, let me get back to work here.